to show you how to actually drop columns underneath bearers to floor. So Grant, can you just show us what we're talking about here? So you'll notice there that we have different planes there that are, the supports are down to the ground, and same over here on a concept. We're going to show you how to do this. So let's go to the other side, Grant. Right, so we've got this first one here. What do we have to do to first get those supports columns underneath it?
So for the joist, we break into it, so double click until we can get to the individuals. You can select each one of them. I'm just going to go Control A to select them all.
Okay.
And right click.
Just deselect one for me, sorry. Just so we can.
No, I said that, and we'll say get rid of that one, for example.
Yep.
That, right click beams.
Yep.
That supports. The support dialog will come up. They'll all put them in at the size specified here.
Yep, I think I can figure that out with the post tool.
Yep.
Go submit. All right. So you'll notice that the one that wasn't selected didn't create it. Right. However, if you go into that one now, can you put them at a different spacing just on that one?
Yep. So same again. Supports.
And let's just go, let's go 2100. Okay. Yep. Because in this instance, sometimes bearers might need to space different distances according to size.
Yep. So you can see them just behind there, a different space.
Okay. Can we project all of them down to that floor plane?
Yep. So to do so, we select the supports that we want to do it for. So again, you can deselect ones you don't want to do it for. In this instance, because it's a group, we just select the group, right click, post column, and then in this instance, we're doing to the nearest intersection.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So we do that. Give it a few moments, and then it'll project to that midpoint of the post.
Good. So just explaining what a group is, you had multiple different contours, and that would be how a surveyor's plan would come in anyway.
Yep. And you can do the exact same thing to a plane. So this would be that one. So if I quickly generate the supports for this.
Yep.
Submit.
So first it's created the supports at the depth you've told it to, and now we've got the plane in there according to the survey or whatever it is that you've got. We can now select all those supports and drop them to that face. Right click.
Post column.
Post column.
And then the post to plane.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Same again, that midpoint.
That's a huge time saver for anyone, especially when you've got, even worse, multiple contours on different axes. You know, they're pretty easy, those ones, but, you know, doing that on multiple different axes would definitely be a struggle. Can you actually change that again now? So just grab the right-hand corner there, just the end point. Just grab the end point and move that down 5 meters. Okay. Right. So now you'd have to create that as a group, right? Because you've got two planes. Okay, so create it as a group. Okay, and now select those columns and see if we can get them down now. And this is, I think, where the penny drops and you can save so much time.
So this one, do an intersection. Again, give it a few moments, and away we go again.
Right, that's huge. You see, that is where the time is saved. Good work, Grant. Guys, if you've got any questions, ask them below. If you like the video, push like. And if you dislike the video, push dislike. Make sure you tell us why. Cheers.